Welcome back to another episode of Vintage Competitive Farming Simulator 2025. I'm your host, Breaking Bad Bear. Please like and subscribe. We greatly appreciate you. And now let's get back to that live action. Well, that was a nice little brunch. I'm pretty well satisfied and ready to get back to field work. I got seeding left to do, and you know that's about what I'm doing, Red.
That's what I'm doing.
You hiring work? You got workers you hiring to help you do that, or are you doing that yourself?
I got workers help me do it. There's no way I'll be able to do that all by myself over there.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. I wish I could hire workers out to do it, but I think I'm gonna have to do mine all by myself today. So I got a little bit more work than I thought. But I wanted to talk about that bar unit I'm running. You need to invest in getting that bar unit. I covered a lot of ground this morning, and I covered it fast. So I'm also thinking about seeing if I can get another seeder, seeder like we have. I won't be able to run the rollers behind it, but if I can run that bar unit and save some time and then run those rollers, I think I could make a massive adjustment. But that's going to be for a later date. I really want to see you get moved over to that setup, but you'll have to probably slowly move over to it. You know, get some of your extra equipment. You know, get an extra cultivator, get an extra roller, get an extra weeder before you buy that bar unit, because I know you're going to need to get a better a tractor with more steam. I know your John Deere could pull it, but you're going to want a tractor that can really pull it later. So, especially up that hill, you're really going to need something that's going to be able to have some horsepower getting up that hill. So you'll have to save up for that tractor to get it up there, but at least you'll have that extra equipment. So if you have workers hired, you can be like, okay, I can do this and have a worker working on this. Yeah, I figured I'd mention that to you because I know you've been eyeballing my setup, and you're like, I know you've been pushing to get that field, but I didn't know if you were going to try to push to get the same setup I had. So
I don't know. I'll see if what happens.
Yeah. Well, same here. I kind of really need to get a new tractor, so I'm hoping that I make a decent amount of money off the oats that we got stored up, and I hope I make a decent amount off the all the straw we got saved up. Because we're going to be making bank when it comes to those soybeans when those sell in the summer.
Well, I only needed 400,000 for the 98.
Yeah.
And then I'll scoop that up, and then I'll be set on fields for a while.
Yeah. But you kind of want to get some equipment to help you work those fields, because I would see you at least, or at least trying to get into getting an extra combine, because that's you got a lot of fields going on. That's something else I need to look at too. Maybe picking up another combine. So I'm in that same situation, trying to juggle what equipment to get, how much money I need to have set back, because I'm almost in the red today. I misjudged on how much lime I misjudged that. Well, I didn't think I was gonna have to lime a field. I could have let it go and still would have had plenty of money, but it had to get done. So I want to have a good yield for soybeans, because it always seems like soybeans. It just seems like soybeans every time I turn around, it comes out. It always has a bad yield. I don't know why. So I'm hoping that I get a good yield of soybeans this year. I know you haven't been lucky with it either, so.
No.
Yeah, I'm going to get to some field work. I hope you enjoyed lunch.
Yeah, we need to get out of here so we can get back to our place and get back to work.
All right. Anything else you want to add to today, or are you good to go?
I'm good to go.
All right. I'll talk to you later, Red.
Yep.
Yep, that's pretty much our work in a nutshell. We got I did get everything set up. I did move some stuff around after finishing up. I ended up doing that field myself, the big field. It's just something that had to get done, and I don't have the money to pay somebody to do it, so it's I'm always running out of funds. I don't know why I get so close to running out of funds, but I've been cutting it close the past few years when it comes to these funds, and I'm trying to, you know, catch up with Red on some of this stuff. But man, he's blowing me out of the water. Plus, wait until them cows get fully grown and he can start selling cows. You know, because he's got a breeding pen up right now, and I know he's going to turn them into milking cows, but he can turn around when those cows get too old to milk. He can turn around and sell those cows and then still have cows he's breeding. And he's pushing them over to the pen. Oh yeah, I almost drove by what we were going to do. So I need to hook the truck up to this, because this is going to be pulling, you know, when the tractor needs seed or fertilizer, this is what's going to be doing it. So I got the low boy hooked up with all the seed and the fertilizer on it. And we're going to have the universal pulling the seeder, the roller. We'll be getting this all done in one job. So we're going to do that, like I said, like what we did this morning. I'm going to seed and roll this field all at the same time. We're going to do the side fields, the back field, and that other side field. And then that's where we're going to end it off for today. So, but yeah, if we stick to that routine, I think we're going to make a good headway. So getting this done and getting into December, that's what we really need to do. So let me get in this. Let me get in the tractor. Let me get it fired up. I'm gonna have to find a good place to turn around here. I gotta get this tree out of here. I think this winter, I think in December, I'm gonna get this tree out of here, because it is in the middle of the drive. It's gotta go. I just can't. I can't keep having it there. Not when I'm trying to do all this extra work. Looks like I got the soybeans already selected, so that's good. I need to get the roller down. Let's get this in place. Get the roller unfolded. Yeah, we're not doing too bad as a farm. I can't wait to pick up that. Oh, I changed the seed. That's not what I wanted to do. Trying to unload or lower the roller. I thought I was on the roller. How am I on the seeder? There we go. Let's get the roller down. I hope that was the one to get the roller down. I don't want to be changing seed in the middle of all this. Okay, the roller's down. Alright, you guys know the routine. Buckle up, hold on to something, weigh yourself down, do what you gotta do. Here we go. did want to have a little intermission with you guys because I'm thinking about when I get that new tractor, I'm thinking about picking up another one of these seeders. That way we can dual seed. I don't know. We might have to pick up another bar though. I don't know if this bar is going to be long enough. It might. I think if it can do it with the if it do it with the cultivators, it should be able to do it with this seeder. So I should be able to hook it up to. I'd have to test it. And also, I'd have to reset the hitch, which I don't know what's going on with the hitch today, but it is not sitting where it's supposed to be sitting. I wanted to point that out, so if you guys saw that, that might be something for the modders to check out, that mod this seeder. It's not sitting where it's supposed to be set for some reason. It's supposed to be sitting on the hitch, and it's supposed to be locked into the pin down there. Not locked into the pin or sitting on the hitch. So that's an issue. That's something I know. It hasn't always been like that. That's just recent. So I don't know what's going on and why that's set like that. But I wanted to point that out. I wanted to point out that this is the seeder I was talking about. I was thinking about getting another one of these. So, yeah. If you see one of these pop up and added to the fleet, that's what happened. I ended up picking up another one of those seeders. It's not going to happen today, but I want it to happen in the future. That way we can get the seeding done much faster. We're able to get more ground covered. It takes a little bit to get all this ground covered. Now, when we run this seeder with a double setup, we won't be able to run the double setup rollers because this roller is just too wide for this setup. So the rollers would have to be ran separately. So if anybody sees this and you got any ideas, if you think it's a great idea, drop something in the comments and let me know. But that's what I'm thinking about doing. And this ain't a decision that's going to come real quick either. So if you guys got time to drop something in the comments, you can go ahead and do that. But yeah, I just wanted to give a little intermission and kind of talk about that because I kind of skipped over it a little bit. And I didn't mean to. Sometimes that happens when you're trying to get a bunch of work done, and you're trying to figure out, okay, how can I best fit my time in here and get this stuff done, and hopefully that it makes it to a point where it's somewhat enjoyable. Even though I do like running this setup, I love running this setup, but like I said, the more fields we get, the bigger the equipment has to be. And this field won't always be here. This is going to get turned into a grape field. So this won't always be a field we work. It's going to get changed around once I start getting equipment for grapes. I just wanted to throw that out in the air, see what you guys thought. But that's where I'm at with that. Yeah, we'll get back to it. You guys know the routine. Hold on to something, and here we go. All right, you guys, that's going to be the field done. I figured it wasn't going to take me too long to get everything done. I mean, it took a lot longer than usual, but I also noticed something. I believe they fixed the feed consumption in this and on how much fertilizer it's using. I think it's using a lot less now. I remember when we planted with this before for soybeans, it was eating a lot of seed. And it doesn't feel like I went through that much seed. And it doesn't feel like I went through that much or that much fertilizer. So I think they might have fixed it. Because I remember, I think last week that they did an update on this seeder. So I'm thinking that they fixed the consumption issue where it was consuming way too much soybean seed and way too much fertilizer. So I'm happy to see that. It brings the cost down. That means I overbought for the fields this year, which is good because then I'm gonna have that stuff setting back for next year. So I'm gonna have extra for next year, which is good. I'm happy. That means we're not gonna have to worry about buying any fertilizer this year. Now, on the other hand, we're gonna have to buy liquid fertilizer, so I need to keep that in mind and make sure I pick that up. So liquid fertilizer is one of the things that's gonna be needed. But let me shut this down here. This is a good place to stop it because I like I said, I got to go pick up the truck and bring it over and fill this stuff up and get this field going. And it's going to take me a while to do this field. It took what? It took a little bit over an hour to get those 2 fields done and these small ones. So, yeah, this one will take me, this one's about the size of all those. So this one will take me about that amount of time to do. So keep you guys from hanging around too long and for me to get some of this work done, I will see you guys in December when we go to sell, and we're probably going to look at a tractor during that time too. So that's going to be a whole thing. So I will see you guys in December. You guys have a good one, and goodbye.